With DC Comics having a Wonder Woman movie in the works, I thought I'd get in there early with some suggestions of how to make it the best superhero movie it can possibly be. I have actually written a feature-length screenplay for the movie, as even though I'm not a massive fan of Wonder Woman, with an outside-the-box approach, I believe that while it may never reach the heights of The Dark Knight and Spider-Man 2, it can be a superior superhero/crime drama. I mean, my screenplay has two stories. One where Wonder Woman is getting old and is naturally losing her powers, while inconveniently Cheetah, because of her inferiority complex, tries to take over the world with an army of giant green alien lizards to give her a better sense of purpose. And the other parallel story involves two cops, in my head played by PewDiePie and Hugh Grant, who try to stop an insane killer of child abusers, played by Mila Kunis. And this is to show the superhuman and human sides to fighting crime. My personal vision of a Wonder Woman movie is a complex superhero drama with an ensemble cast that takes place over a long period of time. Think of Steven Soderbergh's Oscar-winning movie Traffic. But right now, let's talk about the primary casting of the actual movie. In my personal vision, there are three leads, as I felt the marketing would benefit from being colour-coded in relation to the three females. So, red for Wonder Woman, yellow for Cheetah, and purple for Jinx. So let's begin with the least controversial choice. Jessica Biel was born to play Cheetah, mostly because she looks like a cat. There's just something about her that shouts feline, which should really make life easier in the makeup department. Once more, Jessica Biel is known for being this athletic actor, so she already has the muscles to be a comic book villain. I know her last comic book movie wasn't so well received, but I think Jessica Biel would have enough presence to be a worthy opponent for Wonder Woman, and JB's martial arts knowledge means that she can dress up as Cheetah and perform her own stunts. No CGI Cheetah, please. I'm sure there's enough talented makeup artists out there who can create a realistic looking Cheetah. Next is Rihanna as Jinx. Now I have no idea if DC are planning on including Jinx in the Wonder Woman movie, but if they did, how awesome would it be to see a bold Rihanna shooting sorcery from her hands? Now, I know Jinx is apparently Indian in the comics, but I am imagining Rihanna doing a Jamaican accent for Jinx. No idea why, I think it's because I can hear a Jamaican accent in some of Rihanna singing, and it sounds cool when she does it. Furthermore, Wonder Woman is guaranteed to be a special effects extravaganza, so they need a villain who can show off what Hollywood has to offer in terms of special effects, and sorcery shooting from a super rich singer is an interesting way of showing off. And finally, the most controversial choice. Yes, I do think Megan Fox should play Wonder Woman. I know Gal Gadot will be Wonder Woman in Batman v Superman, and that casting choice is fine. You need someone kind of popular but not super famous to be an important character in a Zack Snyder movie. He casts sort of unknowns so that the actors don't draw attention away from his style of filmmaking. However, for a full-on Wonder Woman movie, you need someone with enough star power to keep the audience engaged. In my screenplay, I always imagined Megan Fox doing the job, and doing the job well, besides the fact that she's as close as it actually gets to a Wonder Woman, and in the screenplay I wrote, I imagined her to be at a point where she doubts herself, and the doubts the audience would have towards Megan Fox's acting ability would add a strange dimension to the character in a live-action form. And again, that is my very personal interpretation. To be honest, I can't really think of anyone else who has enough star power outside of Megan Fox and maybe Gal Gadot who could play Wonder Woman very convincingly. Outside of casting, and I'll probably do another vlog on what I generally want to see in this movie, I would like the Wonder Woman theme to be You Must Overcome by Epic Score. I think that track would be perfect for symbolising the awesomeness of Wonder Woman and her mythological presence. I think the soundtrack in general should be very choral, as I always imagined the adventures she has would be accompanied by the sound of angels. Finally, the approach should be very down to earth and even experimental. I know it's very, very tempting to create a Wonder Woman movie grounded in Greek mythology, filled with goody two-shoes moments like I've seen in some of the comic books and the TV shows, but it would work a lot better as a superhero drama that just so happens to have special effects and a lot of complexity in terms of story and character. It would not work as a direct adaptation of the comic book source material, because the comics are too positive for an audience currently surrounded by, frankly, negative political landscapes. As long as the Wonder Woman movie does what the upcoming Fantastic Four movie seems to be doing, and forgets it's a Wonder Woman movie, yet stars Wonder Woman, then honestly it should be fine, he says as he scrambles to find wood to touch.